Hello, all of my instant moms and dads. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make ghee. For this, it's not even a recipe. All you need for this is butter. Kerrygold is my favorite. Butter. All right, and more butter. That's it. The only thing with this is butter. Now I will show you how to make brown butter, which is very flavorful. That will be another video, but I will explain the way that it goes as we go along. Okay, so all we're gonna do, I have my stove on low for now because you want it to cook down all together. Melt down all together. And what I'm doing is I am dicing it up to help it melt evenly. So I'm just doing big chunks just to help it to melt down easily. Okay, ghee is simply a clarified butter. If you are lactose intolerant, just like I am, this is a good way to enjoy butter without the milk fat. There is milk fat in butter, so you want to cook all of that out. Now with brown butter, you do it the exact same way, same ingredients, nothing but butter. The only difference is you will cook it longer than what you would cook the ghee. Okay. Now that I have my pieces in there, I'm going to turn my fire back up to medium. And we're just going to let that go. Now here is an example of brown butter so that you will understand the difference. This is what brown butter looks like. Once you make brown butter or ghee, it is not necessary to refrigerate it because there's no milk fat. It's just butter. Ooh, if you guys could only smell it, it smells so good and it is very flavorful. I actually like brown butter with sweet stuff, like toast or inside of oatmeal. In my opinion, brown butter is used for things that is already cooked and you just want to add flavor to it. The ghee, however, I don't feel like it has flavor, but not as much as brown butter. This is more for like cooking. Look, you can see the fat, some of the fat already floating on top. The milk fat, I'm sorry, not the milk fat. This is better used for cooking with or whatever you might want to use butter for. Brown butter has a very strong flavor. Ghee has a slight nutty flavor, but brown butter gives me that deep nutty flavor with like a hint of cinnamon. Okay, so we're just gonna let this go. And you want to let this go for about, I'd say 20 minutes or so. You could use a thermometer to measure the temperature and then decide at that point when you want to stop. But I like to use my eyes. You will know when it's ready. At this point right now, this is more of a clarified butter, what they call clarified butter. But we're trying to make ghee. So there's butter, clarified butter, ghee, and then brown butter. This would be considered a clarified butter. You can strain this as well at this point, and you'll get all that milk fat out of there and just have the butter. I mean, it won't get all of the milk fat out of it, but that foam, if that's how you want it. But if you let it keep going, the milk fat is going to sink to the bottom, and then it will start to brown. At that point, it is ghee. You stop it and you strain it. But if you want brown butter, you will keep going, and you will let that milk fat, once it browns, you would just let it keep going. And when it gets like a dark brown, that's when you will strain it. See that? Right now you got clarified butter. It's totally up to you where you want to stop it. But I'll let you guys watch as it changes. Okay, I'm going to help it out a little bit just by removing some of this foam. This step is not necessary. You don't have to do this. It's something that I do. You know how sometimes you're a little OCD about things? I'm just a little OCD about this. You don't have to do this. Just in my mind, it is getting every piece of fat out of there. I'm sorry, every piece of milk out of there. Look at that. Ew, yes, that's what's in your butter. Eating your grass food. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, we are at our browning stage. It's starting to brown. If you move this, I'm going to show you. This is where you have your ghee. Okay. Alright, see that brown in the bottom? That brown is what you're looking for when it's time to stop the cooking process. That brown is it. That is your milk fat that has sank to the bottom. So what we're going to do, we're going to strain this. We're going to strain this to get rid of all of this. Okay? So I'm going to show you how we do that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is strain it inside of one of my mason jars. I actually got these jars from Dollar Tree. Just regular plain mason jars, which is the same as my brown butter. You're going to see the difference in the color in these two. So to strain it, I use good old-fashioned coffee filters. That's what I use. So you're just gonna stick that in there, kind of fold it over. You could use a rubber band to hold this, but you know, I don't do all of that. I just simply fold it over. Once the oils touch it, it really won't move anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna pour that in. Pour that right in there. Okay, and that will begin to strain. Oh, I'm losing butter. And I really didn't mean to make that mess, but apparently I'm doing so. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so if you notice, the bottoms of these two are different. That's brown. Once this starts to solidify, it will be like a golden yellow. This one, when you first pour it, is going to look like burned butter. But oh my God, it is so good. The longer you allow that milk fat to cook down, that's how you get your brown butter. That's where all that good flavor comes from. But if you just want ghee, then you're just going to do this step. The minute it starts to brown on the bottom, you are going to stop it. Oh my God, I think I got about 2 tablespoons spilled on my counter. I'm not happy about that. Now, normally I use 2 of the 8 ounce of Kerrygold butter. Let me make sure it is 8 ounces. I believe it's the 8 ounce bar. And 2 of those will fill up this jar. Yes, it is 8 ounce. 2 8 ounce. So if you, whatever butter you want to use, if you get these mason jars from Dollar Tree, 2 bars will fit. I'm sorry, 2 8 ounces of butter will fit in this jar. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but it's starting to slow down with the straining. Once that happens, you just want to toss. Once it goes all the way down, you can take this, throw it away, and just put another one on there, which is what I think I'm about to do. Okay, this one has had it, so we're just going to replace it with another one. Ooh, be careful because the butter is hot. Okay. Same thing, make a cup. And then you want to take, now don't get rid of your good butter now. You want to take it and pour it in there. There are other ways that you could strain this. You could use, I forget what they call it, but anything that will be thin enough for the butter to strain, but also able to catch foam and stop it from going inside. Okay, so we just have to remake it so that we can get the rest of our butter in there. You do want to do this while the butter is still hot. Just kind of make things easier for yourself, because if it starts to solidify, of course it's not going to go through this. So to make it easier on yourself, make sure you do it while it is still hot. I think I'd set mine aside to let it cool for about 2 minutes. Just, I don't know, just think it in my mind, trying to make sure the jar doesn't break on me. So that's why I do that, but you should be fine. Okay, so that is how you make ghee. I will attempt to put up some pictures of it while it's in its solidified state, but that is pretty much how you make ghee. This is brown butter. If you guys would like to actually see me make the brown butter, please leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. I also want to know if you guys have ever tried ghee and give me some ideas on what I could do with it, other than what I already do. I'd love to hear your ideas. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching, all of my instant moms and dads, and you guys have a great day. Bye.